Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would give you an update on June in my planner, and if you notice there's something new, so I thought I would show you that and talk a little bit about what I'm doing. So let's get started. Let me move all of this stuff out of the way. I actually just had this here to kind of show you what I was doing in terms of colors and decorating, still using all of my Cocoa Daisy stuff in my planner, and they provide a test sheet, which I think is really cool. This is something new she's just started doing, and so I figured out the inks that I would use that would match, which these are all old, close to my heart inks, and then these are the two Tombos. I tested, as you can see, a whole bunch of pens, and ended up settling on these two. So it's 620 and 62 that I like the best to complement the colors in the Cocoa Daisy this month. So let me show you, first of all, a quick flip here through my rings. I can't seem to quit this black VDS. I just really like it. I like the feel of it. I like the portability. I like the fact that it's pretty much bulletproof. Can throw it in my bag or whatever and not worry about it. I have one minor injury here. I think my cat got a hold of it, one of my cats, and there's a couple of little, looks like tooth marks there. But you know, adds character. And I have no plans to get rid of this planner ever, so I'm not worried about it. So let me just flip through really quick and show you. My rings are stuffed, but that's because I have August in here already in addition to July. So usually the last week or so of the month it gets a little overstuffed because of that. I don't like it like this, but I'm not ready to start pulling out July. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. So let me just flip back here. These, again, shopping lists in the front, just like always. Some new updated family pictures. Notes, which I could probably take this out. I don't really ever use this, which might save me a little bit of space. Forward planning stuff, that's not changed. Here's July. Pretty much the same. Really like the Cocoa Daisy stuff this month. August I have not decorated yet. That'll probably be next week. I'm trying to pace myself. I love the Cocoa Daisy July and August kits. I'm having a lot of fun playing with them. Somebody commented on one of my videos not too long ago when I was talking about maybe quitting the Cocoa Daisy subscriptions, that I should just embrace and use everything. And so that's what I've been trying to do this month, is use it all up. And I forgot how much I loved doing that, and I'm really enjoying it. So thank you, whoever it was that said that. Thank you. I appreciate that, because I'm glad I did. So here's July. This is the personal size dashboard. I just stuck it in here because it was pretty. And one of the things that I did in the last couple days is I've been getting the A6 Daisy insert for the last 6 months, and I haven't used them. This was my plan all along, was to do this, and I was about to change my subscription to not have any inserts, and then I thought, you know, this is stupid. I've been saying I was going to do this and I've never really given it a chance. So this is my cover page as of today. That's my daughter's birthday. And then some of the things that I was doing just on plain grid paper, I'm going to try. So this is my to-do list. This would be for notes, a currently list. These are some more notes. My daughter's getting a new apartment. My other daughter's birthday. So I'm using these pages that way, and I really like it because it's pretty. It embraces the theme of the month, and I'm making use of these insert pages, so I'm really happy with that. Then this is you've seen this before, the SM Plans tracker for the month, and I'm really liking having a month view. So I think next month I'll probably continue this, and I'll probably discontinue the weekly tracking that I was doing. This side I'm tracking more health related stuff, so it's interesting to see trends here, which I'm kind of liking that as well. So that's going to continue. I had to put some tape on there because I've been pulling that out so many times that the paper was getting a little fragile. So these pages, I think you guys have seen already, so I'll just flip through quickly. Still using copious post-it notes, doing some micro journaling, which I really like, just doing that in the evening when I think about it. As I'm planning for the next day, my tracker at the top of the page, so this is what will go away next month, since I'm doing all of that same tracking on that monthly view. Then, let's see, this was last week, this was this week actually, so using that yellow, you know, for highlights, old Cocoa Daisy note paper, just sticking it in wherever I need it. Lots of journaling last week. I had a lot to track and write about, with the new car for my daughter and getting her driver's license and all kinds of interesting. So as you can see, I snip all of my pages, which makes it really nice to clip things, pull it out, write on it, and not worry about the rings. That's been the game changer for me in finding happiness in rings and really being settled and content. These are from SM Plans, and I just printed a few to put there. I'm trying to embrace using all the pretty stuff and not hoarding it this month. So yeah, that's what the rest of the month looks like, pretty much the same thing. Next month, I'll show you a preview of in another video of what I'm planning to do for August and how I'm leveraging those Cocoa Daisy pages. But that's really what the month looks like. There's not a whole lot back here that's different either in these sections, the me, family, and finance. So other than that, the only other change in here is this beauty. And if you will recall, I had been using for the last, I don't know how long, the Pentel Energel, the metal body pen, this one, and really like it. And I was using a Sarasa insert in there. But anyway, I saw somebody had one of these and I thought how elegant and pretty it looked. So I ordered one. This is in the navy or dark blue, I think. It came with a 0.7, I think, insert, which I'm the finer tip, the better. 0.7 is way too much for me. So I took it out and I put one of my Sarasa vintage dark blue in here. But anyway, I really like this. I like the weight of it. It's a little heavier than this even. I like the way it feels. I like the clip, the fact that you can, you know, press it and open. And I just like how elegant it looks. And there's nothing to stick on the pen loops when it slides in. That's my big gripe with other pens, or the ones that have the rubbery stuff here, because it sticks. So I've got that now in my pen, and then this is a Cocoa Daisy pen over here. I think I'm going to order one more of these in another color because let me show you the other change for this month, and that is this beauty. So this is a hand stitched leather tee, which you probably recognize if you are a planner junkie like me, cover, and in here is a Hobonichi avec that I am using for this is the July to December avec, and I'm using it as a memory keeper, not really a planner, not really looking ahead, but memory keeping and journaling. So some of it I can show you, some of it is personal and I won't show you. But back to the pen, one of the reasons why I want to order another one is I've got my other metal Energel here, but this cover doesn't have a pen loop, which is fine. And I've just been slipping the pen on this back pocket, but because of the way and how tight this clip is, I have to like get in there with my fingernail and pull it open. And I think having that clip that you can squeeze would make it nicer and easier to keep on here. So I'm thinking I'm going to order one more of those the next time I place an Amazon order. But let me show you what I'm doing in here, the parts that I can show. As I said, this is just going to be a memory keeper. It's just a place for me to put pictures and thoughts I am not one of those type of journalers that processes my feelings in a notebook or on paper. That's not my kind of journaling, for a couple reasons. One is because I've always been paranoid about somebody else finding it and reading it and seeing my innermost thoughts, so I've never been that way. Also, I'm too self-conscious, even writing it and knowing nobody else would see it. I'm too self-conscious to do that. So this is more about, what's going on in our lives, things that make me happy, activities, that kind of stuff. So I just highlighted school calendar. I don't know why, but I did. I guess habit. I don't know what I'm going to do with these pages yet. Maybe an index. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I was thinking about having a tracker, but that would be repetitive of the tracker I have in here. But from a record keeping perspective, I think it would be nice to have here. So I may do that. I haven't decided yet. I was waiting, giving it a month or so. Since I have it in the rings, I can always just, spend an afternoon copying things down if that's what I decide I want to use it for. So this is was June, just tracking what happened in June. So I kind of had a record of the whole summer in here, and you can see I did a lot of decorating. I added a picture, and that's really what I wanted to do in here, is more of just what happened. So here's July so far, big events, that kind of thing. And I'll probably over here do like I did in June and put a list of the books I've been reading. I may even write TV shows or movies, that kind of thing. I haven't decided yet, but like I said, it's all about looking back. So no decorating yet for August, and very minimal planning for the rest of the year, because I'm not planning in here. I'm journaling and tracking. So here was the first week, and I was really just kind of getting my sea legs again, since I haven't used one of these in 6 or 8 months, and wanted to just kind of figure out what I wanted to do. So you'll see a couple places where I started writing and highlighted things, or whited them out or whatever, because it just wasn't, it's like, oh no, that's not what I want to do. But I'm trying to use all of the Cocoa Daisy stickers in here, and this was last week, and I'm really challenging myself to use a lot of color and Cocoa Daisy, make use of the stuff that I'm paying for and buying. If I'm going to buy it, I should use it. So that's what I'm doing. And a lot of this are from the Weeks kit. So you don't have to use a Weeks to use the Weeks stickers. I love those stickers. I think they're great. They're the perfect size, and I just really like how they look. So this was last week / this week, and a little bit of washi for decoration. Some more of those beautiful die cut stickers. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Not a whole lot forward planning, like I said. And then in the dailies, it's all journaling. So I tipped in the last few days of June. I had a cousin that I was not using, and so I ripped out the last few days of June and tipped that in just to kind of get myself started. And again, lots of stickers, trying to, what I'm going to do here, I think, is a currently list. If I don't do it in the monthly, then I'll put it here. I hadn't decided yet, which is why I haven't written anything here. And then you can see lots of stickers and washi, and just trying to use all the stuff. This was from a previous month of Cocoa Daisy, but I liked it and didn't use it, so now I'm using it. So yeah, that's what it's going to look like. And I have this week to catch up on. So I'm not putting a lot of pressure on myself about journaling every day. I'm really sitting down in the evenings when I feel inspired and writing a couple of days. And that's where the micro journaling that I'm doing in here is coming in handy, because I'm writing stuff in here at night when I'm laying in bed, planning out the next day. And then when I sit down to do my journaling in here, I can just open my rings up and go, oh yeah, that's what happened that day, and decide what I want to write about in here. What's worth putting in here in terms of long term. I was debating when I first got this on using it as a planner, and I know myself well enough to know that it probably at some point I'll try to do that, just because I love using this. But I also didn't want to upset the apple cart with my rings. So anyway, all of that to say, in the back here, I taped in some grid paper that I printed from an old DIY fish A5 that I had. I just glued it in, printed it on Tomoe River paper and glued it in, so I had some extra grid pages in case I decided that I wanted to use this as a planner. But truthfully, I don't want this to be a planner. I'm really enjoying having it as a journal. I really don't want to derail that whole thing. I'd like to continue to use this as a journal. I love this cover tactically, the way it feels, and it's, you know, just really nice to stick in my bag and carry around and journal in when I feel like it. And this I love as a planner, and I actually am surprised, but I really like this VDS better even than the Gilio. I did pull the Gilio out and use it for a day or so, but the rings are just a teeny bit smaller, like maybe 2 millimeters or whatever centimeter, I don't know. Anyway, they're just a tiny bit smaller, and it was just enough, especially with having August pre-planned in here, that it was too much. So I'll probably pull it back out again at some point, especially in the fall, because it's that beautiful dark brown. But for right now, for the summer, this one's making me happy. Anyway, thanks for coming and listening to my ramblings about my planner. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you will come back again soon, and have a great day. Thanks, everybody.